Hello, my name is Vedant. I am a legal intern with Lexis and Company. Before starting off the video, I would like to say that please like and share the videos of the channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel of Lexis and Company. There is a small disclaimer that the videos posted on this channel does not advertise or promote anything about the company as per the guidelines of the Bar Council of India, and these videos are only for educational purposes and nothing else. So today's topic of the video is, as we have discussed in yesterday's, is continuation of what we have discussed in yesterday's video, that is the law in relation to copyright law in relation to museums. In yesterday's video we have explored how copyright law is related to museum industries and what are some of the prominent questions involved in the while we examine museum industry with related to copyright law. So in this video we will discuss what are the limitations and exceptions in the copyright law for museums. The limitations and exceptions which can be incorporated in the copyright law to benefit the museum industry has been discussed by the Standing Committee on Copyright and Related Rights established by the World Intellectual Property Organization, that is WIPO. All the members of WIPO are associated with the committee which observes copyright and related issues and formulates recommendations. Not only for the benefit of the museum industry, copyright law must have some limitations and exceptions in order to benefit persons such as authors, artists, performers, broadcasters, and the audience, and facilitate the free flow of information, education, research, and dissemination of knowledge. To have a cultural heritage policy is the need of the hour and the time for smooth functioning and management of these industries, and to protect and preserve the cultural and artistic heritage for the present and future generations. The General Conference of United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, that is UNESCO, adopted the World Heritage Convention on 16th November 1972. Another very important aspect which must be considered while providing limitations and exceptions to the copyright mechanism is the concept of moral rights of authors and owners associated with the work. Article 6b of the Berne Convention recognizes and incorporates moral rights of the authors and performers. They can be broadly classified into the right of integrity, right of attribution, right of communicating the work to the general public, and right of circulation of the work. Limitations and exceptions to the law provided to the law of copyright must take into account these moral rights, and in a situation where the limitation made is not able to protect the moral right, the author or owner must be compensated. According to the Standing Committee on Copyright and Related Rights (SSR) administered by the WIPO, specific kinds of categories of exceptions and limitations that can be made to the copyright regimes are: some of these exceptions include use of work in exhibition catalogs, reproduction for preservation purposes, usage of orphan work, and communication to the public on the premise of museum. First, use of work in exhibition catalogs. Advertisements of items in museum can attract legal issues by virtue of copyright law. To enable the expansion of reach and presence of museums, they must be exempted in respect of advertisement. Reproduction for preservation purposes. Preservation of artwork in digital form must be allowed. Collecting the paintings, drawings, sculptures, artistic craftsmanship is not the only task which can justify the purpose and object of the existence of museum, but to constantly maintain that value of the artwork should be protected against deterioration, thefts, etc. Use of orphan work. When the author or the owner of the work is unknown, it becomes difficult to obtain their consent. Hence, such orphan work must be allowed an exception as is allowed in museums in the European Union. And fourth, communication to the public on the premises of the museum. Besides the conventional method of having an attractive and the state of the art collection in the galleries of the museum, museums must also be allowed to communicate their own work to the public in other ways. The digital medium is one of the best way for such communication, but the copyright law in most jurisdictions restrict it. Communication in the form of cinematography, film, sound recordings, and live performances must be allowed at music events. For example, the Akshardham temple at New Delhi has a light and sound show with fountains which communicates the work to the public, the historic and artistic craftsmanship of the temple. These were some of the specific limitations and exceptions which can be supplemented by some general exceptions as such as reproduction for personal purposes, reprographic reproduction and the use for educational purposes. So this was some of the few exceptions and limitations which can be brought to the which can be used for copyright law with in special reference to museums. Thank you. Please like and share the videos and subscribe to the YouTube channel of Lexus and Company.